Hey there, it's Alex from Twilanswer, here to show you really quickly how we can set up Twilio call forwarding to forward calls from your Twilio number to any other number very easily. Before we get into the how-to, I'll show you just what it'll look like at the very end once we're done. Basically, you're able to select what phone number that you want to send calls from your Twilio account, so inbound calls there, and then you're able to select the number that you want to forward them to. So here I've got two of my phones here. We're able to basically just go ahead and call that Twilio number, and then you'll see my other phone gets that call forwarded right over to it. And you can answer and say hello and talk to each phone. So obviously in real life, you would not be calling the same phones right next to each other, but maybe you have a Twilio line with customers calling, or you're using Twilio for SMS in one platform and you want to make sure that those calls still get forwarded over to your phone or to a different system. This is a really easy way to do that. So real quick, I'll just walk you through the setup steps. It should only take a few minutes. Basically, if you go over to sign up for Twilanswer, you basically just need to enter your information. So we'll just do forwarding test at twilanswer.com forward test and create an account. The first thing you'll do when you create your Twilanswer account after you enter your credentials and information is that you'll need to connect your Twilio account. Now, Twilio has changed their UI a little bit. They have this more modern UI, so you may see something that looks like this. You may see something that looks like this. Either way, it's just a click away, so not too difficult. What you need is your account SID and your auth token. Depending on your screen resolution, you may have to scroll down right here, or if you're on the new UI that looks something like this, look for this arrow down here that pops up and gives you the account SID and auth token right there. I think you can also click up here, there's your SID, and then you can go over here to look at your auth tokens as well. But either way, all you need is that account SID and that primary auth token, which I will copy this way so it doesn't show everybody my credentials. Once you have those pasted, you'll be able to select your different phone numbers from Twilio. If you happen to not have any phone numbers, you'll just need to go into Twilio and buy a number. I can link in the description a guide on how to do that if you don't already have it. But if you're looking to figure out how to forward calls in Twilio, I assume you might already have a number. So here we go. We'll go ahead and just select the number that we want to do. Again, once you have Twilanswer set up, you can set up any number of Twilio numbers. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and do that one. I recommend leaving auto configuration on unless you have a very advanced use case. Most people should just leave that on. What that will do is Twilanswer will automatically update your Twilio configuration to point calls to that number over to Twilanswer. If you have some advanced setup or you want to be very careful about changes to your Twilio account, you can also do so manually, and I will link that in the description as well on how to do that. But go ahead and just click continue, and we will be dropped into our route configuration. So this is where we go ahead and we say how we want to handle these call forwarding. So first you put your incoming number, which we already selected. Again, you can select any number that's in your Twilio account, or you could go buy a new number through the Twilio console, and then it would be available in here immediately. The first settings we have here are whether or not we want to record and transcribe that call. We can do that if we want to, and it will just all happen in the background very easily, and all our calls will be incoming calls, so that number will be recorded and transcribed. If you do that, you might want to enable a call greeting, which can basically say something to the effect of, "Thank you for calling. This call is being recorded for quality and training purposes," or something to that effect. Business hours allow you to set different actions depending on the time of the day. For now, we'll just keep it simple and send all calls to a forward, but business hours are great if you would like to route calls to your cell during the day or to a team line during the day and to a voicemail after hours. So we'll just go ahead and forward the call for now. Then you'll need to select a destination, which we don't have any yet because this is a brand new account. So we will need to go ahead and add that forwarding number, which right now, so we'll just need to go ahead and add that forwarding number. So right now I will just put in Alex Cell, and then we can do, you put in the phone number, 984-382-7368, and then you'll have to verify that before you're able to add it. So go ahead and click on verify. It will call you from your Twilio number. You'll have to answer it.
Your verification code is 5558. Once again,
you'll get a verification code sent to you, and then it will add it successfully. And now you can forward any call to that number. So we can go ahead and save the route also forgot to mention, you can also set up notifications so that anytime a phone call comes in to your Twilio line, it will forward that call, but it will also notify you or your team via email, Slack, SMS, or Front. We're also adding new integrations regularly, so if you have a certain need, we can do that as well. We also work with Zapier, Make, and have a custom API if you want to send those calls yourself. But for most people who just want simple forwarding, we do that already right here. So now let's go ahead and test this out. I will call that phone number right here, and then my Android is ringing right here. So the other thing I just wanted to call out is a couple of different settings that you can set up on your forwarding. So the first one right here is the caller ID. So that is whether you would like to show on your on the forwarded line the original caller or your Twilio number, right? So the original caller's number, if I call from my cell phone to this Twilio line, and then that rings my other cell phone will show my original cell when I called, versus if you show the system number, it will be this Twilio number up here, right? So a lot of people like to show the system number so that they know it is a business call or a call coming from their Twilio line, rather than some random spam call, right? Where we get calls from random numbers all the time. We don't know who it is. The original caller is nice if you have a lot of your customers in your contact list and you want to be able to recognize them right away. So that's something that you have the option to configure right here. The other setting I wanted to just call out was forwarding with a voicemail. So the way that this works is that you're basically able to forward calls to that line, but if it doesn't answer, it will go back to a business voicemail handled by Twilanswer rather than that phone's voicemail, right? So I can go ahead and just demonstrate this really quickly for you as well, if you would like. I'm gonna just go ahead and show the system number here so I don't show my phone number to everybody. But, all right, let's go ahead and call the Twilio line. And here it is, it's calling my cell phone. And if I don't answer the forwarded call, it will take me back to the Twilanswer voicemail, which would be different than the voicemail on my personal phone. Again, if you want to have a more professional experience where...
Thanks for calling. We're not able to answer right now. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, hey, this is Alex, just calling to test out the forwarding with voicemail capability. And so then your callers can leave those voicemails. Those notifications will be routed wherever you set this up. So if we set this up to send an SMS to your forwarding line, you would get that text still right away, so you know there's a voicemail. And then when you see that voicemail, you're able to come into your call details or link to it from the SMS and play that back right here and see a transcription, right? So really depends. We have a lot of different options on how you want to set up your call forwarding, but we can do something super simple where we just pass the call straight through, or we can do much more advanced things where we have different caller ID settings, call approvals, business hours, etc. So if you're interested in giving Twilanswer a try, it's totally free to set up for you get a 14-day free trial. Go head over to twilanswer.com and click sign up. If you need any help or have any questions while you're trying to get set up, feel free to reach out via email. Our support email is hello@twilanswer.com. But yeah, have a great day.